Yeah, for sure. So how are you feeling right now? Like, what are your emotions coming into this, knowing you're about to play this game?
To be honest with you, I actually don't know the rules of the game. So.
I'm very excited. Do I look at you or do I look at the camera?
Do whatever feels normal.
Okay, I'll look at you. I'm really excited about today. I can't wait to just flex my Survivor knowledge and stir up some shit.
I've been preparing for a few months now, and I thought coming in that I was going to be really nervous, but I'm actually incredibly calm. I think like our competition is way less than I thought, so feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling good today. I haven't done anything very competitive in a while, so I'm gonna ease into that, but I feel like bringing like a casual vibe might put me in a better position anyway.
So I'm definitely a little bit nervous because I'm not that drunk. So I need to get in my system to really play the games. But I think I'm gonna be really great with alliances and really turn people on each other. And I think I'm gonna win.
I feel excited that we're doing this, but I feel like my chances are pretty low. I feel like they're gonna see me as a threat, and I'll be voted off 6th or 7th. Like, second or third person off.
Emotions are high. We're vibing.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling a little nervous. There's some serious competition out there, but I think it'll be a really competitive game.
Is there any individuals that you can name that you're nervous about or scared? And okay.
I'm a little bit scared of Izzy. I think that she's gonna come out and do some damage.
I feel like Laura's going to be my biggest competition, and I think that as soon as she gets out, the more comfortable I'll feel.
I think Owen knows a lot about Survivor, and I think that he's definitely prepared to make some game changer moves.
Yeah. Who's coming for my throat? I feel like Madison's gonna come for me.
You know, I'm not super worried about the competition, to be honest. I think Owen thinks he's hot shit, but he's easily destroyable, and everyone's gonna go for him if he thinks he's that elite, so that's an easy target to start with. Someone like Ruthie could be a black horse though, you know? You think she's just ditzy and here to play, but she could take it far.
I'm not scared of anyone.
Sorry.
Except that bitch.
I think my biggest competitor, I'm gonna say Iz, because, you know, she's smart and she knows how to play, so.
I'm definitely looking at Avery as a serious contender. I think she's got the brains. I'm thinking Iz.
So
Iz has got something.
Oh, I forgot that's how this game works. You get voted out and stuff? Yeah. Well, who has the most friends here? Because that's gonna be the winner.
Oh man. I mean, Madison's definitely not gonna hesitate to throw anyone under the bus, so I think she's on my radar.
what kind of player do you think you're gonna end up being today?
I hope that I'm a player that can read the room, can kind of form relationships with different people, and then stab them in the back.
I've been working on this for years. I have this facade of being an idiot, but I'm not an idiot.
Definitely very sneakily strategic. I will definitely manipulate and have no worries about that. I feel like I have very good connections in different ways to these people, and I can make them trust me.
I could see myself getting pretty, what's the word I'm thinking of,
I'm definitely a strategic player. I'm like honestly a little worried about the challenges. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fare in all of them. But I think that I, you know, have a really strong social game, so I'm excited to cause some drama.
Manipulative. So I'm just gonna make everyone think that I'm on their side, but realistically, I'm gonna fucking lie to everyone.
I think I'll be a little sneaky. Like I think that I'm gonna be quiet, I'm gonna be chilling, and people are gonna underestimate me when they shouldn't.
What kind of player are you going to try to be going
Definitely
into the
social
game?
player today.
Perfect. And then one last question.
But I feel like that's what a strategic player would say.
Elaborate.
Oh, that like.
I think to avoid the idea that I'm a threat, I have to play a very low key, go with the flow type of strategy.
How do you feel about the immunity idol?
I'd like to find it.
How was that?
I was nervous about that one. Got it. Madison and the two boys on this team. Isabel's good. Avery's pretty good. I was worried, but yeah, we pulled out the dub. Avoiding tribal council means I'm not first voted out, which is really was my goal. So feeling pretty good.
Who's getting voted out tonight?
Ooh, from that tribe. I worry about Isabel.
How are you feeling?
Okay. I think we are thinking of getting out Nate this round, which personally I think is a mistake. We're still in the group games. I think we might need his height. I think that could be an advantage for us. But right now, I'm not really the one in control. I was told that we're voting out Nate, and that's just what's happening. I don't really know who's pulling the strings yet. I have a feeling it's Madison, which makes me very concerned, makes me think we need to get Madison out.
No, I was telling them out there, I said, I want them, every time I do these videos, I want to make sure I'm visibly drunker every single one. So that hopefully I make it to the end, and I'm like, fucked up. I don't know if I'm gonna make it that far though.
How are you feeling after that loss? What's the vibe in the tribe like right now? Like,
Oh, I have no idea. We didn't really talk about it. So who knows?
I'm gunning for Nate right now.
Have people like backed you up on that? Like, is Nate the vote?
Madison's down. I told Iz and she was like, okay. And then I told Solomon, he said, I don't have a better idea. So
What does Nate think right now?
I don't know. Nate has not talked any strategy. I don't think he knows about the game.
First person voted off.
Oh yeah, me. I think there may have been some prejudice due to the fact I didn't know how to play this game. It's bullshit.
Surprising.
Who did you think it would be?
We thought it might be Iz, actually. We did. But then, because we thought like Solomon and Nate were going to kind of stick together, although I don't know if you heard, but Solomon ended up voting for himself. Did you know that? You should probably interview him about that.
Because someone did vote for Solomon. I didn't know why.
It was
Why
him.
did he vote
It was
for
him
himself?
Because he thought that he didn't have a great performance. And he thought he deserved it. And he didn't really think that anybody else would vote for him. So he voted for himself. Which he revealed to everyone.
Going into the second tribal now, how are we feeling?
Feeling pretty good. I don't feel like right now I'm gonna get out. I hope I'm not wrong. I feel like there's a few leaders, the biggest of which is Avery, so I'm trying to get on her good side, knowing that she could be a threat and Madison could also be a threat. The only non-threatening person right now is Solomon, but Avery wants to get Solomon out. I don't think it's a smart idea because I think Madison's a bigger threat than Solomon, but I also want to gain Avery's trust, so I might just go with her. But I already tried to form an alliance with Solomon, asking who he wanted to get out, and he said Madison. But Avery refuses to vote for Madison because of alliances. So I feel like I'm in a tough position where either I let Solomon down or I go with the majority and get him out. But either way, I think I'm okay for now, but it's just a tough decision.
We're taking Iz down. She doesn't know it, but I did find something exciting. So I'm gonna save this for when I need it. Might have to blindside Avery, but I think we can make it to the merge. Her and I take Solomon out next if we need to. But only Avery knows, so I think she'll keep it mum.
So you have the immunity idol.
I do.
Talk about it.
I found it in the wall and showed my team and thought, fuck, why did I do that? I should just put it in my bathing suit. So they know, and we're gonna just work with that. I mean, I'm down to go top 5 with my team, and then we'll just you know, I'm clearly a leader. So,
Charlotte found it in front of the entire tribe. So it makes for an interesting situation because obviously Charlotte.
Speak up, son.
Charlotte wants
No,
it.
speak up.
Charlotte wants it. Charlotte wants it as an individual immunity, but the entire tribe knows about it. So it makes her sort of a threat, or sort of like, does she have to use it for the tribe once the merge happens? It makes for an interesting dynamic for sure, especially given that we have the majority now going into the merge.
We found it kind of together, but she just found it first, you know. So of course it's like hers, but I mean, you know, ideally as a team, we're hoping to stick together. But we did hide another immunity idol, so we are hoping that the other team finds it and thinks that it's immunity between you and I.
Okay.
Is
Dark in here.
you were voted off? It was a tie. How do you feel?
Not good, honestly. I was so blindsided, but looking back, my mistake was underestimating the trust between Avery and Madison. I think as soon as Avery, and I even saw her, as soon as I said, we're voting Madison off, I saw her go and talk to Madison. I should have known better, but I mean, she's a good player. I thought we had formed an alliance, and clearly we hadn't. It's a disappointment, but I think I can get back in.
I'm definitely nervous right now because I feel like I'm flying pretty close to the flame, you know, being a bit of a chef. And last round council, you know, I had to play my cards. I knew, you know, Iz came to me, she said, let's vote off Madison. Madison's my strongest alliance right now, so I'm not gonna vote her off. And so I convinced Iz that we were all gonna vote for Solomon.
Going into this next tribal, now you have a much bigger tribal. It's not 4 or 5 people anymore. It's the entire tribe. How do you feel?
I'm nervous. I think, like I said, I'm flying close to the front, close to the sun. Let me say that again.
Who do you want to go? Who do you think's going?
I want Owen to go.
Who do you think? Have you gotten people behind that?
Yeah, I have an alliance.
How are you feeling?
I'm gone. It's over. No one's come up to talk to me. I think I saw Avery mouth Owen. I think it's over. I need a hidden media idol, and Charlotte already has one. There needs to be a second. I want to make a big play. I can't. It's over.
So you haven't been at tribal yet. Are you nervous?
No,
Why not?
because I won't get voted off. I'm not a threat.
Who is getting voted off?
Owen.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, I knew it was coming. I think looking back at how we should have thought about this game is that girls' alliance is just too strong. They don't invite us to anything. They don't care about the boys. They don't care about Isabel. So it was clear that they were going to be the strong ones to start. They stuck together. The 6 of them, Sally's next. It's over. Like, I tried to convince them that they had to turn on each other because Avery and Madison are not going to be the winners out of that. I think Laura, Charlotte, and Sarah are the ones who are going to get jury votes, but it's too strong. The alliance is just too strong.
So how are you feeling? It seems to me, as someone who's looking at the game from afar, I don't know who's next. Who's next?
Who's next? I don't know, honestly, I don't know. But I mean, of course I'm scared because I want to be here and I want to keep playing and I'm definitely a threat. And as much as I feel like I'm controlling the game, it's easy to see Ruthie's next, yeah.
I think there's like a quick, hopefully, well, I mean,
Who?
it'll be funny if I get voted off, but I think there'll be a quick fire
Who is it?
of people. I think we'll get rid of Ruthie. She seems weak and unengaged. We don't need that. And then we've got Solomon on the outskirts who he doesn't seem to care, so fuck him.
Okay, so our game plan. is to kick off Ruthie. I told Ruthie that we're gonna kick off Solomon, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm feeling like pretty confident. I think I'm not gonna be voted off for a while because I'm very chill about it.
All right, so you just got voted off. How do you feel?
I actually feel pretty sad. I feel like I was told to vote Solomon off, so I was like, sure. And now everyone just went against me.
So you're back in the game.
I am. I felt like this was my only shot to get back in. I feel like it's a bit early. Ideally, this challenge would have been next round because I think it put me in a much better position. It's good knowing I have immunity now, but I don't feel like I'm in the clear. I think I'm gonna have to really fight for this.
Who do you feel is a challenger left? Who are you gunning for? And do you think they're gonna gun for you?
I mean, based on my last, round I got out, Avery is definitely my biggest target right now. She blindsided me. She has controlled this game completely. It's up to her whim. I don't know when I'm gonna be on the bad side of it, so she's my biggest competitor right now.
Are you worried about immunity idols right now?
I know who has immunity idol, and
Who has it?
I think Charlotte has it and Madison thinks she has it, but she doesn't actually.
How do you feel going into this vote? Are you gonna play the idol? Who's going home?
I do feel a little stressed about where my alliances are. I'll be honest. I think I'm presented with a really good opportunity to break up the Madison Avery alliance, which is a strong alliance.
What do you mean? Who's going out?
There's a potential for me and Laura and Iz and Solomon to break up that alliance, which could rock a boat. I just have a lot of power because I have the real immunity idol, and Madison thinks she has an immunity idol, but she doesn't. And she doesn't know that.
What do you think's happening going into this tribal?
I feel confident in my alliance. Avery and I are very solid, so I think we're making the calls right now.
And who's going home?
Solomon. It's time. The girls have spoken.
So it's an all-girls alliance, but I just saw
It's
you
not
in
an
there.
all-girls alliance.
Okay.
It's a me and Avery calling the shots until it's us two left.
And your immunity idol, are you thinking about playing it at all?
I don't feel like they're turning yet. I think I could be seriously in trouble maybe the next round. But I think I would know from Avery if that was coming.
How do we feel?
That was Survivor. I get it. I'm pissed. I mean, I think that I'm gonna hold this against Charlotte for the rest of our friendship. Do you think Sarah voted for me? Wait, let's talk about it. How many? There was 4 votes for me.
There were 4 votes for you, 3 votes for Solly.
Okay, so it was me, Madison, Sarah, Charlotte, whatever your other roommate's name, Solly. Who's the other person?
Is.
Yeah, of course.
Is, yeah.
So it was really all Charlotte. I'm pissed. But I get it. I mean, I'm a really strong player. Like, they're smart to get me out. I was about to buy them pizza, and I'm absolutely not doing that now.
I got blindsided with my own idol that I found that I should have known better. That was too easy. Pretty disappointed in myself. But I'm still here, so hoping that Charlotte is faithful to me and can turn a couple of the girls against Iz or Solomon. I'm indifferent. Just drop the numbers. It's probably a good one. Huh?
So you just won a Battle of the Will challenges. How do you feel?
I'm exhausted, but I feel good about it.
So we're getting pretty deep into the game now. I haven't got a chance to talk to anyone yet. Who's going home? Who do you think's going home and why?
It should be Iz. Because she's strong, came back, needs to go again. Because clearly she is a good player. So I'm hoping I can redeem myself with a new alliance since they took my partner.
So we're pretty far into the game now and you haven't had any votes against you yet. What is that a product of?
I think it's me flying under the radar and not being pretty prominent enough to be a target. So I'm doing pretty well so far. That's kind of my gameplay, but gotta make some moves soon.
How long do you think that can last?
I think it can last for a while, but at the same time, like I am under the radar making moves with people who seem to think they are important in the game.
Who's getting voted out right now?
I think it's Iz, but at the same time it could be me. You know, I'm staying humble.
So you made it to the final four. How do you get to the final three?
Hope that Charlotte's with me. She's voted against me a couple times. I thought I trusted her, so I'm a little skeptical.
Who are you guys going to try to vote for?
It's gotta be Laura. I mean, if it's not Laura, they're gonna gun for me. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do at this point, so.
Truthfully, I've played this game by coasting, and that was kind of my gameplay going into it. So we'll see if that bodes well for the final three, because I've been strategic about things, but I haven't necessarily been a front runner, which is like, I wouldn't say on purpose, but it is a strategic move.
Who are you voting for right now?
I could vote for a couple of different people. I have pretty strong alliances, so hopefully those will bode well, but at the same time, we're getting to the final three, and anybody could vote for me, even if I think I'm in an alliance with them.
Well, I do have an immunity idol, so that's certainly on my side. The thing is that you have to consider is your impression on is it jury or council? I never know. So I don't necessarily want to play it for myself, because I feel selfish, but I also want to get to the final three. So do I play it for myself, or do I play it for someone else?
So you're in the final three. You went from 10 to final three. How does it feel?
I honestly am very surprised. I think I've only played once or twice before, but I always lost like basically immediately because I just can't really find it in myself to like scheme behind people's back. But somehow snuck through.
Did you do any scheming? Like, how do you feel?
I will say, when I was in a group and I realized that more people were standing there than were in the group total, I realized like you can just like decide who gets kicked off in that group if everyone like stays true to it. So a couple times if I was in one of those groups, I would agree to a person and then I would just stick to that regardless and I wouldn't like try to backstab.
Who do you think's going home right now?
It's tough. Charlotte picked up some votes last time. Are Laura and Madison gonna? I don't know.
You can't vote it out.
I don't want to hazard a guess.
But you can't be voted out. So.
No, but I get to vote, but it feels weird. I might. Can you vote for yourself if you're immune? How many of them are there? Are there 3?
Yeah.
Oh, that means they can't tie. I might have to vote for myself.
How you feeling?
Generally fine. I think I don't have it in the bag, to be honest with you. I'm not as likable as Solomon and Charlotte, and I know that, and that's unfortunate given that I'm in front of a jury and it's not up to me or my ability anymore. So my gut says it's Solomon. If it's Charlotte, I think it's a little lucky. If it's me, I think it's deserved, but unlikely. Did I think either of them would get this far? No, which is why I didn't target them. I voted for Solomon probably 3 or 4 times. And never worked out in my favor, hence why my one word for Sarah was ignorance. I was never fully on board or had people on board with me on the plans. So I did try and get Solomon out. I didn't think Charlotte would get this far. I'm less worried about her, so she's not really as much of a concern in this state.
We've come so long since we've come a long way. It's our first sat in this chair.
How are you feeling right now?
Feeling good. It feels like it's been weeks. This is actually the very first time that I thought I had a chance to win the game. Like, I would say up until now, like I was like sure I was bound to go out, but now I actually do think I have a chance.
So you think you're gonna, when I count the final votes, you think you're gonna win?
I don't know about odds on. I just think I have as good a chance. I probably have a better chance than Madison. Madison's been like kind of like glary, so I don't think she's gonna win. But Charlotte, I feel like Charlotte was really like she was right there in everyone. I feel like if Charlotte wins, I'll be happy for her, and I would probably vote for her if I was on the jury myself.
Would you do anything differently before we even know the final vote? Is there anything you wish you changed in the game?
I should have probably tried to align with maybe Iz and Owen. Very strong players, and the second I voted against them, I think they turned quickly in their perspective of me. So I think I lost 2 votes right in one. But they're also strong players, and if they were here, would they have beat me? Good chance. So it's I mean, how can you know? It's just hard to say.
Do you think you deserve to win?
I guess as much as anyone. I don't know that I particularly deserve to win, but I feel like I'll be a worthy winner if I do win. I never try to cheat the game or blow it off.
I just like imagining what I've said all day. Alright, are you filming? Okay, what's your question? I feel like good. I feel like I'm probably not gonna win because I feel like I like maybe like weaseled a little too much. So yeah, I feel here's my guess. My guess is Solomon wins because he was like authentically himself the whole time. And that's kind of beautiful. So we'll see.
You just need to walk
My best friend at work, she's like, literally wanting good at it because my parents
They
are
do.
weird. Really? Like, I'm
Is that right, Chance? You got all the goddamn energy in the world.
All right.
Oh,
Are you filming? Are we ready to reveal the final vote? Owen, you can go ahead and start. Are you starting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll
fantastic.
camera.
That is 2 votes Charlotte, 1 vote Madison, 1 vote Solomon. 2 votes Solomon. 1 vote left. And the first winner of Survivor Franklin Street is Solomon.
Even still over there.
I didn't.
Well,
You watched the technology.